Hello everyone, my name is Alexander Armenkov. Today is 18th of December 2022 and I'm continuing my series Daily Reality with Alex. As you know, lately I was speaking about the expressions of ourselves into the reality, and today I'm going to speak about the reality itself and how the reality and everything that we are perceiving with the five senses data stream is actually a reflection of what really is. There is a big paradox for all of us, and this is that we have never seen ourselves. Nobody has ever seen its internal being. Nobody has ever seen its internal selves. Everything that we are understanding about the invisible world and what is out there, we are deducting about it through the reflections that we receive from the outer visible part of the reality. So it is important to know that actually when the human being desired to know good and evil, actually they were focused towards the reflection. So from this moment forward, once we decided that knowledge is power, that we are going to discover everything, and we went into the direction towards understanding reality by looking at the reflection. From this moment forward, we cannot see anymore the Creator, neither we can see our inner beings. The only thing we are able to see in the moment are the reflections. So is this good or bad? It's not up to me to state. For me, the important thing is to know how things actually are in the moment, and based on this, to be able to make much more informed decisions. What humanity has come towards in its experiences from the moment it decided to move forward into knowing good and evil and knowledge of the reality reflections, till today, the only thing we have developed is the so-called science. What is science? Science is the knowledge of things. Science is understanding of the humanity about the reflection. The big problem about the reflection is that we don't know, we haven't seen, we are not understanding what is beyond the reflection and who are the ones that are reflecting upon the reality. Of course, based on the reality reflections, we can deduce and say, well, if there is a creation, maybe there is a creator, but nobody has ever seen or experienced in a sense with the five physical senses to understand and to realize that there is a source of everything and that all reflections are happening because there is a source behind the scene. Today you are seeing me, my visible part, but neither I nor you can ever see my invisible being. Yes, I can state that I have a limitless inside invisible being, but I cannot show it to you because everything that we are perceiving with the five senses is only a reflection of what actually is. And what we are very strongly involved in as human beings is to understand the reflection, to manipulate the reflection, to bend the reflection. But we are never moving towards understanding what is beyond the scene. And if we go into this direction, it is immediately labeled as spirituality, it is labeled as esotericism, it is labeled as something that is not based on the common ground. Of course, there is something else that is going on between the reflection and between what is beyond the scene. Everything that is not reflection and everything that cannot be explained and everything that cannot be seen also have relationships and also have its own experience and life. The only problem is that it cannot be shown directly, but only through the reflection. Of course, a lot of us are willing just to dwell in the non-visible and the spiritual world, and the world where nothing is seen, and then we are trying through words and through the five senses expressions to try to explain what is happening beyond the scene, and it's impossible. If it was possible for the human beings to see their creator, already we were going to experience it. Even when in the story Jesus was here on this earth, it doesn't matter if you are debating with me if this is a real story, if it's not a real story. The important thing is from the perspective of reality to understand why even the so-called Son of God couldn't show the real creator, but he was telling to everyone, once you see the reflection of me into the reality, you have seen the Father. Why actually even he couldn't show what is beyond the scene, but was only able to express what is and who is the Father. Well, all of this is just giving us the possibility to understand that while we have a reflection, which we call reality, also we are up to understanding that there are beyond reflection things, and we are to long-term understand this correlation. For now, it is enough just to know that everything that we are observing with the five senses is not the reality, but it is actually the reflection of what really is. Is it solid? Yes. Is it real? Yes. But it is a pure, real reflection of what actually is beyond the scene. So I'm continuing this maybe tomorrow, and I'm going to explain you more about how are we to focus and to understand what is happening beyond the reflection, and how are we able actually to manage the unseen instead of trying to bend and to change the reflection. Bye bye for now, and have a nice reality.